This is really my first attempt at live streaming. I've not done this before. I've recorded a good bit of audio, although for some reason my microphone is not happy with me at the moment. And we will have to see how this goes. So, the game I'm playing today is one I've played way too many hours of in the past. It is called Planet Crafter. This is a fun game. I don't have all that much time this morning, so I'm not going to get too far into it. And I just realized that my microphone is too close, and I can't actually reach my keyboard. So, I'm going to start a new world. And we'll call this one Stream World. Why not? Create. And then we'll go up to it, or down to it, I guess. There it is. And let's go. So one thing with this game is that I have not played it in a while, and I do not remember there being a intro sequence. Ah. Okay, well, there is an intro sequence, just not much of one. That's all right. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. You'll need to generate oxygen, heat, and pressure. First, reach 175,000 Ti and create a blue atmosphere. And I'm probably going to be doing that a lot. I play far too many games as is, and I have a habit of using the wrong uh, button to get out of menus, just because there are so many that I've done. All right, so the first thing we're getting is some titanium, some cobalt, some iron, a little more cobalt, a little more of that silicon or silicon, a little ice. I have to remember that my oxygen is dangerously short in this game right now. There we go. There's a little more iron. All right, that should be enough to build my first thing. Now we have time to get one more iron. All right, and now let's build our backpack. Next, we need to build an oxygen tank. For that, we need a magnesium. And I did not spot any magnesium out there, but that doesn't mean it's not there. A little more iron. And one thing the backpack gives us is, I have to put it on, a bit more room. So let's get a little more titanium. A little more iron. A little more titanium. I am not seeing any magnesium. Okay, so there are these little treasure chests all over the place. Blue ones and some gold ones. The gold ones have good magnesium. The gold ones have better things in them, special things. Uh, Oxygen level critical. That's probably not a good sign. There we go. All right, so let's make ourselves an oxygen tank. And we can put that on. All right, we now have a lot more oxygen, which is very good. We need one more magnesium. Okay, so we need 3 silicon and 3 magnesium. So let's put these back in there for now. And let's see what we have. So we need 1 more silicon and 2 more magnesium. Let's go see if we can find that. In the dark, apparently. We have a good bit more oxygen now. That's good. So I've been playing this game for quite a while now, off and on. I've got several hundred hours in it. It is a very enjoyable game. I am very much a fan of it. Oh, here's another blue chest. Nothing we need at the moment. There's a magnesium. Excellent. And there's a silicon. Fantastic. there is an expansion coming out for it in the very near future. I am very much looking forward to that. I've done uh, nearly everything there is to do in this game so far, which there's a lot, to be honest. One thing that oxygen level low. One thing that oh dear, I may have wandered too far away. If you do wander too far away, you die, and you drop all of your things. There is a little bit of wiggle room in the amount of time you can survive. So see everything here. I'll stand here. It's starting to go dark, but if I make it here in time before I go completely unconscious, I'm okay. All right, so we now have that, and we'll put that in our thing there. And we need another magnesium. But now we can build things. So we can build a habitat. Let's build a habitat right there. Yeah. Now for a door. There we go. And let's build a. We need a bit of silicon. Let's see. What do we need again? I'm much happier when we get the thing up there that lets us pin a little thing to our screen. All right, so we need silicon, magnesium, and we need. Uh, oh dear, oh dear. Uh, That's not good. Oh boy. 1 second, sorry. So, unfortunately, I don't have a very good computer. I am working on a laptop. And because of that, I get some issues sometimes. Um, Such as this one, which is that my thing does not like me very much sometimes. Um, and apparently my video has stopped. My audio may not have, but my video seems to have. Let's see if we can get that kick started again. Let's see here. Let's see. Uh, hmm. Well, you may just be looking at a still image of me for the rest of this if I can't get this working. And as long as the game is still working, I'm just going to keep going. All right, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so what do we need? We need the silicon. We need silicon and magnesium. So 2 silicons and a magnesium. Now, normally I would be a bit more concerned over the fact that the stream is not working properly and all that's in that corner is a still image. But, ooh, good magnesium. This is a short test stream, really. Um, and I have no idea what I'm doing in general when it comes to streaming. So there will be things that don't work quite right, at least the first time or two. And anyone, including Madam Hour, who wants to kibitz on my complete ineptitude with this is more than welcome to because I deserve it. All right, so next is a craft station. Okay, and I can do a craft station in here. We'll build that craft station, angle that a little bit. And unfortunately, today I do not have. Oh, there we go. An exoskeleton. Excellent. I do not have a great deal of time. Um, this was pretty much on a whim, and I have work that I have to do. Uh, so, What's on our list here? We need a drill and a turbine, and a terraformation and a blueprint. So, drill, titanium, iron. Turbine is iron. All right, then we need power. So, let's head out and do that. So, as I was saying, I do not have a good computer. I have a Dell Inspiron laptop, a Dell Inspiron 15 laptop, even. So, not even a new Dell Inspiron, but it's what I have access to, so it's what I'm using. I am thirsty, apparently. Let's go ahead and build a turbine here, and a turbine here, and turbine here. So, my computer is unable to play this game. It is unable to play virtually any game. I can play probably King's Quest. But even that's a bit of a stretch sometimes with King's Quest. It's just not something my computer is capable of. So I use a streaming service. Uh, and unfortunately, because of that, I occasionally get uh, issues. Oh, I need a piece of ice for that. Um, oh my, what was that? Oh, that's right. There's asteroids that crash. Oh, good lord. And veggie tube. Stick that in there. But as a result of that, I do occasionally have to. Um, I lose camera, I lose microphone, all that good stuff. Um, I will get a new. Uh, I will eventually get a new computer, but it'll be a while. Um, it is not a. It's not a necessity. It's a want. There's other things that are more important. Be spending money on right now. And it's really not worth it to me to buy a decent computer. Um, Terry Pratchett put forward the Commander Vimes Boots theory of economics, which I've found is actually really accurate. It's that if you have to spend a lot of money on something, uh, basically the idea is that a person who can afford to spend a great deal of money on a small item. So basically, you have enough money to buy a nice pair of shoes. You have enough money to spend to buy a nice pair of shoes. Uh, so you spend $50 on a pair of shoes, uh, or I'm using numbers that are close to the ones that he used. In real life, it's closer to $500 on a pair of shoes. Let's say you spend $50 on a pair of shoes, and they last 10 years. At the same time, every year, someone spends $10 on a decent pair of shoes. In those same 10 years that you've spent $50 on a good pair of shoes that has lasted you that long, they have spent $1,000 on a less good pair of shoes. They're uncomfortable. They're not good. But because they can't afford that larger outlay at the beginning, they end up spending more money over time. It makes perfect sense. Um, and I know that that's an actual economic theory, but I prefer to call it the Terry Pratchett one just because that's where I learned it. But that's what it is with computers. I can afford right now to get a middling computer, but the middling computer would fairly quickly not be so good. It would be okay for a few years, and I would still have to use one of these services like Shadow or whatever to um, have a working computer for these games. So then I'm out even more money. Now the problem is, of course, is that I'm spending this money on Shadow every month, and that causes similar issues. But what did I get? T1 mining speed. Nice. Let's do that one. Magnesium, silicon, aluminum. I do not have aluminum yet. Aluminum is a very nice thing, but I don't have that yet. I know where it is. It's over there. But I just can't afford to go over there yet. Now, one thing that every new player to this game does is they build their base right here. Right in here. While that is not bad at this point, in the fairly near future, this area will be underwater. And that's not ideal. Oh, T2 oxygen tank, nice. Tier 2 oxygen tank, oh, very nice. It's not ideal to be underwater. Things will still work, but for the most part, but you start having issues. So it's better to build on higher ground. Now, the thing is, I am still low on oxygen. And what I should do is move my base up there, off to the right there. That is a good place to be. I'm not going to be doing that just yet, but I will be doing it soon. It won't be this session though. Oh dear, oh, I'm getting laggy again. All right, tier 2. All right, we now have a tier 2 oxygen tank, which gives us, I believe that says 200. Does it say 200, 250, or 300? Let's go find out. So right now we're going to build a bit of a base here. We're going to add on to our base a little bit. Oh, I need titanium. That says 200, yes. All right, is there any titanium in here? Yes. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead as the last thing I do before so I need 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicon. Do I have that? I do not. I need to, there we go. And I'll go ahead and grab some more iron in here because I'll need it. All right, so I am actually going to go ahead and run this way. So what happened there is that I crashed. um, I'm using, like I was saying, I'm using Shadow PC. Yeah, so like I said, I'm using Shadow PC, and it does occasionally crash like that. Um, this is why I do tests. This is why I'm doing a test stream, really. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm going to. Do I have any ice so I don't die here? I do. Okay, so I'm going to drink some water here, and then I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to save and quit. Um, so we will have to do this again next time. I definitely enjoyed it, but hopefully next time I will. The background behind me will most likely be different because I will need to be closer to my router. Almost certainly, that is what the problem is. So we will see you next time.